Here is the 1998 Vornado 750 whole room variable speed air circulator fan. So this was the fan that I got on Christmas of 2025, along with the take tongue and Holmes Air table fans from the 80s. So this fan I've actually been wanting for a while now in my collection. I'm surprised that I finally got one of these, plus with its original box. Uh, this is the second Vornado variable speed fan that I've now got in my collection, along with the Vornado 180 variable speed that I got back in late August. So when I unboxed this, did made a video of that, and then the fan itself was actually dirty since it has been used for a while. So I did clean that up, and then and try to oil the motor, which I don't know if I oiled it right, but I'll show you in a little bit. After when I took that fan out, inside the box, it also had this Vornado product registration department card inside of the box, which I have never seen that these things actually, that Vornado used to have one of these inside their fan products here. So this is product information. This is the important benefits here, and also on the other side they have this all these signs right here and check boxes and everything here on this card here. Yeah, it's kind of surprising here to see all this. And on the box, which so this is what the box does look like, and also the box did have a date of March 26, 1998. And then on the other side of the box, it also had the original price tag that it was from Bed Bath & Beyond, and it costed $89.99. So yeah, that was a pretty expensive fan from back then, even though that Vornado fans back then were not cheap, that I've now learned. So yeah, Vornado fans were not cheap back then. Alright, let's set this box out of the way. And now here is the fan itself. Like I said, and this is also the biggest biggest Vornado fan that I now have in my collection. So, like I said before, this is the second variable speed that I have in my collection. Along with that, so let me show you a size difference compared to this fan, along with my Vornado 180 model. So this is the 180 beside it, which is from 1997. You can see a size difference between these two fans. I mean, like the 180 is like the personal size. I love it, or like this size, while the 750 is like a whole, is for like made like for a whole room, which that can cool the whole room off. Right. Now, I've also been looking for the stand version out of this fan as well, which is the 785, which I have been seeing on Facebook Marketplace, but unfortunately did not get that because I kind of do not trust Facebook Marketplace. But it would have been pretty cool if I had one of those. They also did had the gray color out of this as well. So this is one of the spottings here. This is a screenshot of that fan. So here's one of them, and it was a variable speed based on what it looked like. Also did spot a second listing of it, and it had its original box, but it was kind of too far away for it to purchase, so I wasn't able to get that because it was located all the way out in the Northeast, and I live in the South. So yeah, hopefully one day I would get one of those. And plus, I also wanted to get the 280 CS and the 280 SS that I've also been trying to find as well. And also, I did spotted another Vornado fan that it was a pedestal model, and you can see this is what it looks like, but instead of it this was found off on Wharf Point, which I think that's what it was. And even though this was a long time listing from ago, I'm pretty sure it was already sold. But except instead of it being called a 280 CS, it was called a 280 LS, which I never heard of that model before. Which instead of the switch being up here, like where you see on the 280 CS, this one in particular has the speed switch at the bottom of the base, which I've never seen that before. Like the speed switch is all the way here at the bottom, and here's the other side of it. The side of that, yeah, and here's the front, and here's that speed switch. You can see it's that old style Vornado speed switch, probably like from like I believe this fan was from like maybe 1989 or something, or more, or early or late or later than that. But I never knew that 280 LS model existed. I don't know if this is a real model, and if it is, it could be a rarely rare find. So don't know if I'm able to find one of those, but maybe soon I might find that one day. Okay. Alright, anyways, alright, it's now time to demonstrate this fan here on its lowest setting. So let's crank it up. Alright, and hang on. I don't know why the camera's doing that, like, keeps turning from bright mode or something. Alright, let's get to it. You can see this thing is pretty quiet. Yeah, it does put out a decent breeze. Alright, let's turn it to the side now. side look a bit. Here's that side. This way. And back. Alright, now I'm going to get a close look at it. So, now, this is, first we're going to take the grill off, but the only thing is about it that this grill takes like only like 3 parts, like these are here, there's only just 3, it doesn't have like, it doesn't have that on each side, which I'm going to have to push this out with my finger. Alright, so this is what the front grill looks like. Yeah, it has been used a lot. Yeah, it looks like it has been used a lot, and you can see there's already like scratches on these right here, and that goes for the other ones as well. Alright, so here's the look of the fan, and there's that motor, So that's like a pretty full-size motor. The motor for this thing is huge. I hear that these motors are made by Macmillan, I believe, which is Macmillan. It's probably not made by Vornado, but when I took out this motor, took off the motor off this this whole fan body, I should have had it had a Vornado sticker on it, but I didn't know where at. Also, I did had trouble with this because even though I took these hexagon bolts off, but I couldn't take this cover off in order to clean it and oil it. So I didn't know if this motor was meant to be taken apart. I'm not sure, but I did have a hard time. So what I did was first let me take this cover off here. So I took this cover off, and then you can see that the motor is held on by these bolts right here as well, along with the front grille too, and these parts here. I took every single one of these off, and then took the motor off the fan body, but I still couldn't get this part off, the front cover off, so I don't know if it was meant to be taken off. So also, so the only way I oiled it was first I oiled it through right here, which I oiled it right there, and then tried to drop oil through these holes here, and then on the other side as well to get on the bearings, which I did, but I think I might have put too much oil that it was dripping from here into back here. So it wasn't a great sign, but at least I did manage to get the bearings off, but it wasn't really the correct way to oil this fan, but it is what it is. Alright, so now let's turn this thing on. There's about 4 blades on this. That's a pretty powerful fan, even though this is a good fan, since these were made in the good days before they changed it up. And let's now put the front gate back on. Alright, there we go. Also, another thing about this fan, like when I first run this thing one night, when I was like on the computer, and like when I have it on like this mode, like somewhere like from right here or through here, I hear that it automatically cranks up, like it automatically cranks up and then down and up, which I've been hearing. And then try putting it through here. Yeah, that's also another problem with this. I hear it's making that hum noise. Yeah, you can hear it. It sounds good. Only does it on this mode, I guess. Alright, that's enough of that. I'm not exactly too sure why it's making that hum noise. I think it's probably because it's kind of aging, I guess. I don't know, but I'm gonna have to figure that out. Well, hope you enjoyed this video of my 1998 Vornado 750 whole room variable speed air circulator fan. So anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time in the next video. Take care, everybody.